You want to talk sports. You want to talk basketball, football, baseball, wrestling, UFC, boxing. You want to talk sports. You want to talk music. You want to talk hip-hop. Real hip-hop. Classic hip-hop. The history and the culture of hip-hop. And you want to talk candidly. You want to hear the real. You want us to keep it 100. You are in the right place. Welcome to the Candid Quote. Starring your man Coach Fah and your man Mr. Lewis. Bringing it to you real, bringing it to you right. Sit back, strap in, comment, get busy, baby. It's the Candid Quote.
Yo, yo.
Yo-ho.
Party people. Get funky, funky.
What's good, people?
Get on down to get funky, funky. Hit it with ah.
Yeah.
What's happening, y'all? Happy Hip Hop Wednesday in the building. Woo Wednesday to all the affiliates who understand. You know what I mean? It is what it is. It's your main man, Coach Fah, in the building.
And it's your brother, Mr. Lewis, right beside him.
Holding it down for the PA and the NJ in the building.
Absolutely.
So what's been good, brother, man? What's been good?
Hey, man. Just trying to keep, attitudes up, stay busy during this pandemic, It's the only way, I guess, to keep it from affecting you. Just trying to stay busy, stay focused on a project or something, How about you, bro?
Yo, man, I feel you, man. Yeah, I mean, everything's good. Everything is actually kind of groovy, except it's Wednesday. It's 9 o'clock. The 9 to 5 got me. Then I had the parent-teacher conference. That went all right, but I'm like, yo, I went and had to cook dinner. You know what I mean? So now I'm like, You know what I mean? I'm like, yeah. But I'm here and I'm happy because of that.
All right.
I'm just saying because of it's only one, so let me have my fun with the one that we got. Because tell them how many y'all got.
Oh, shout out to my Stiller gang, bang bang. We 5-0 right now.
Yeah.
Post up real quick. Like, y'all see the sign behind me? It's all good though. And y'all see it. I got Mean Joe Green and Troy Polamalu behind me too. Yeah.
Nah, man, y'all 5-0 and y'all beasting right now, yo. Yo, Ben is like, if this is my last year, we gonna do it. Damn it, we gonna do it.
Yeah.
You young folk ain't gonna mess this up for me this year.
Yeah, hopefully this dude don't get injured again.
You know what I mean? My hips feel good. I could twist and run. Y'all gonna let me have this.
Let's hope so, man. Jeez.
Yeah, man. Yo, so ladies and gentlemen, it's time for a little bit of that extra paprika love called Headline Heat. All right, so Mr. Lou, you set it off this week, and then I'll come in on the behind with the headline heat.
Well, just real quick, in MMA news, wanted to give a big shout out to Chris Cyborg. She won over Blenko in their last bout, and with her first ever submission victory with a rear naked choke.
Ooh.
Pretty ooh. I mean, she's adding more weapons to her arsenal. Well, this lady is dangerous, man.
Yes, she is. Yes, she is. It's about time Dana and them gave her a shot. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Instead of them paper champions.
She's really destroying over at Bellator, so hey,
no, that's real.
Over there, maybe she don't need the UFC just yet.
True. True. So, so ladies and gentlemen, we now have a blog. So go to the website, thecandidcorner.com/blog. You'll see it
Yeah.
there. We got some articles up. We got I talked about Trevor Lawrence and where he should go and where he shouldn't go. So check that out. But spoiler alert, there's two places I actually think that he should land.
Oh yeah.
Just two.
Mm.
The Vikings and the Jaguars.
Why's that?
Kirk Cousins is on like the last year of his contract. So they got to choose to either pay him with them 3 interceptions from like last week or what have you, or they could possibly trade up and snag themselves their quarterback of the future. And since they've already gotten rid of Stephon Diggs and they got the rookie wide receiver Jefferson there,
Right.
why not kind of reset the wheel, and maybe with somebody that Mike Zimmer could kind of mold a little bit better than somebody who's kind of set in his ways. So just and if you like that, I'll tell you about the Jaguars in the article. Go read that joker. Go check it out. I got some NBA draft stuff over there too, so it's good. The Candid Corner blog is live in effect. Fizzle.
Right. Check the site. Go read it, yo.
Bang bang. Yo, so I know you were talking about when we were talking in the back about the show stuff. You were bringing up Doc Rivers.
Oh yeah. Congratulations. He's back with the Sixers. I guess picking up where Brett Brown left off. No, I don't really have much bad to say about the man. He came there, he tried his best. He really rebuilt it into something that looks like a basketball team from what he got. And but I think I'm interested to see where Doc can go, because if cats that do know, he often doesn't get the credit for building that Golden State Warrior team before Steve Kerr took over.
Right.
And so people seem to more associate him with the Clippers and their. Go ahead.
I think that was Mark Jackson, bro.
Oh, my apologies, brother.
Better.
My medication. I thought it was Doc Rivers.
Nah, that was actually Mark Jackson before Steve Kerr. But
yeah, you're right. My apologies.
No, I agree with you though, but I digress.
My apologies. But yeah, you get what I'm saying. Like, he was responsible for building that squad. And
no, he was. He's a solid coach. That 3-1 lead and then lose thing, that's gonna haunt him for a minute. But
yeah, and that's true. But I'm hoping he can bring still something positive to the Sixers. There's talks amongst the fans and just regular conversations about them possibly trading. Well, let's just say the hypothetical was, if they were to trade either Wallace or Embiid, who would they trade? And according to the polls, people think they would trade Ben before they would trade Joel.
You mean Simmons?
Yeah.
See, you gotta leave that stuff going, man. You said Ben Wallace. I'm like, Ben Wallace.
I told you, brother, man. This medication. I apologize to the viewers. If y'all don't know, I am a card-carrying medical marijuana patient, and at times it can.
It's legal, y'all. He's card-carrying. Leave him alone.
Yeah, it's legal. But as I was saying, Big Ben Simmons, aka Fresh Prince, they talk. It was a hypothetical who would get traded, and they think they would send Ben packing before they would send Joel Embiid.
Yeah,
I kind of agree with that, because I think they would more so try to build a squad around Joel than they would around.
I think they should, but I also think it might actually be because you can get more for Ben on the open market than you probably can for Embiid right now. I think Ben is a bit more marketable.
Yeah.
Hate to really talk about it like that. Ugh, it's like the corporate side of basketball. But,
yeah.
But that drives a lot of it. So check it out, ladies and gentlemen. After the break, we got the world-renowned Alex B. From the Bad Weather Fans podcast. I've been literally saying it and tweeting it all day, and now I started live on TV.
It's contagious, bro. My bad.
Yeah, it's all you and your stuff done got me all kapoo. Yeah, and I said kapoo live on TV. This is interesting. We're having a good time.
That's for the record, y'all.
Indeed. Big shouts to the Off the Ball Network, my dudes, my crew. They got a wonderful website of their own with all kinds of articles and fantastic podcast folk. You know what I mean? We're going to have a wonderful throwdown. Ladies and gentlemen, mark your calendars. November 16th, it's going down right here live on the Candid Corner. We got Mr. Lewis in the building, Coach Fah in the building. Hopefully, we're going to have the next guest coming on, Alex B. He'll be in the building. We're going to have Jay Macri in the building. We're going to have Chris Cabron in the building. We got Couch Coach in the building. Dude, we going in on the NBA draft. Check it out. It's going to be live.
Yeah.
I can't wait. Ladies and gentlemen, enjoy this commercial break.
Yeah.
50% of American families don't get enough of their hardcore hip-hop. That's why I'm glad my family likes the taste of Wu-Tang. It's for the children.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Alex B. of the Bad Weather Fans podcast in the building.
What's up? What's up, guys? How's it going?
Welcome.
Oh, you got a good mic.
Oh, yeah, man. Like the Yeti, bro. Best Buy.
Sir.
You got the Yeti.
Mr. Lewis knows,
Never go wrong with them.
No, sound like I'm in a real studio instead of my bedroom.
Yeah, it's wonderful, man. This is Amazon Prime.
Yeah, there you go. That works too. Sounds good.
It works great. I need the Yeti.
Yeah.
That sound is wonderful. I need my voice to sound like that.
It's just my voice, man. It's genetics. It's not just the mic. You know what I'm saying?
See, there it is. Well, listen, Alex has actually been on the show earlier in the season when we were doing the video style. And, bro, I appreciated your input, your knowledge. Salute.
Thank you.
But now to have you here live, yo, this is a joy for me.
Yeah,
it is.
Yeah.
It is. It's definitely a different animal.
Yeah,
But
I appreciate it.
You're the lion tamer, so
I'll do my best. No, it's great, man. I had a good time coming on the last time. The audio was a little fucked up from am I allowed to curse? Well, I already did, I guess.
Yeah. No, you fine, man. We after hours.
Yeah. The kids
Did
are
you
sleeping.
not see me hold a bottle of Chivas in the camera like earlier?
Yeah, you were talking about medical marijuana and shit. So yeah,
exactly. You're
home. It's all good. Yeah, no. The audio and my words were somehow like messed up. Like my lips and the audio.
Yeah,
was messed up.
it was miscued. It was.
I don't know how that happened. My shitty RCN Wi-Fi, in New York City. You know how that goes. But whatever. We're all good. We're all good now, and happy to be on. Live is a different show.
And we're really glad to have you.
Yeah, thanks.
Absolutely.
Appreciate it.
Now,
what's up?
What's up with that football team? And you know who I'm talking about.
Who, the Steelers?
No, Coke Eyes and them. I mean, did I say? Yeah.
Oh, you said football team, so I didn't think you were talking about the Jets. That's where I was going there. I love the Jets, man. Don't get me wrong, man. That's my team. But oh god, I can't even. So I'll give you a little background about myself. I grew up. My dad had season tickets. He bought season tickets for the Jets when he was a kid, like 1969, 1970. From like right, I called him the Jinx. He was like right after they won the Super Bowl. He got the tickets.
Shea Stadium.
Yeah, Shea Stadium, the whole nine. And he went to every game, and I went when I was old enough to go, 6, 7 years old, like 1991. I went to almost every game with him, and then once I got a little older, I went to every game. Me, my dad, and my sister, every game. So the Jets are like part of my family. It's like in my blood. So like I don't miss a game. When I started dating my fiance, I had to like ingrain it into her, like 1 o'clock, 4 o'clock, whatever time it is. Like that's 3 hours every week. 6 game Mets game, you can miss a game here and there, miss a couple of innings, a quarter here or there, whatever. But football, no, it's 3 hours, 16 games. Listen.
That's it.
Step back. That's it. So I did that. So watching the Jets right now, and like with absolutely no emotion is like a weird feeling because it's like
even
with Darnold out, especially with Darnold out. I mean, with Flacco, it's just like can you throw this kid White in or Morgan, their wasted fourth round pick in? Like, there's somebody. Give me something to watch, man. Like, what am I watching now?
No, for real.
And that's how I feel. And it's really sucks, man. And I don't know why they don't fire the guy. I mean, I guess they're really trying to tank, which they're selling off all these. They traded another linebacker today.
Yeah, I was about to bring that up. I wanted to get your thoughts on that.
Yeah, I mean, you know, they traded McClendon, who was the captain of the defense, and they swapped 6th and 7th in like a year or two. And they did the same thing today with Willis. I don't know, like, I guess, you know, they're trying to save cap, and who knows, you know, who can understand the salary cap. But, you know, they're trying to save a few bucks here and there and get a better draft pick in 2025. Like, great, in a 6th, you know, like, woo! Yeah, it's like, what, I mean, it was probably 22. I'm exaggerating, but still, it's just, yeah, what are you doing? You know, just like fire the coach and let's see if we have anything on this roster. I think I tweeted out the other day, like, let's see if some of these young players are okay with a better structure, a better team, a better coaching staff, but they won't do it. I mean, I don't know why. What do you guys think?
I mean, to me, it doesn't make sense to tank for Trevor Lawrence if you're the Jets. It just doesn't, because they have so many holes, so many other things that they need to improve on, especially with the fire sale of late. Mm-hmm. You know, you bring Trevor Lawrence to this team, and he's going to be Sam Darnold. Yeah.
No, I'm kind of drawn. I'm kind of like drunk from the hype from the Darnold already right now that I'm not ready to go back out and drink. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, it's like, you know, like I'm gonna get excited about this guy. Go ahead.
No. That's listen. That's what we do, man.
That's what we do here. We talk shit.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm just like, I literally lost my thought for a second, just to be honest.
I'm drunk on the hype, the new QB. Oh, this is the guy.
Yeah.
Like, we thought Darnold was the guy. Yeah, it's like, now what?
You don't want Sam Darnold to taste like something disgusting now, only to find out, oh my God, it tastes delicious like Tannehill.
Yeah.
Gase ruined Tannehill in Florida, made us all think he was some kind of bust.
Thought he was trash, like absolutely trash. Yeah.
And then you give him a fresh team and a good coach in 5 freaking minutes. He's like, boom, boom, boom. Like, you know, hey, I like this freedom, yay. I honestly think that's the Gase gift to quarterbacks. After you let him go, then they prosper and then
No, well, he helped Peyton Manning at 35. He helped Peyton Manning at 35, so he got like 7 jobs after that for some reason. I don't understand. And with Jay Cutler, it was Chicago at first. It's just like ridiculous at this point. I don't know. He wasn't even that good in Chicago.
You know? Like, and then they bring him to Miami. Oh, he's the quarterback whisperer. Yeah, he whispers lies to quarterback.
They say on the fan all the time. What did he do? He whispered, Peyton, what did he want from Starbucks? You know, what was your call?
Is that where you want to throw it? Okay. I coached that.
Oh my God!
He's like that Eddie Curry of like football, man.
That was bad. Yeah. No, he's like really like we had Evan Roberts on our podcast the other day. Bad Weather Fans podcast, episode 32. If you guys want to check it.
Yes,
and
sir.
He, you know, oh damn, I forgot my thought. See, you fucked me up, man. I'm just kidding. I forgot my train of thought. What the hell was I talking about? Man. What the hell was I talking about? Oh! He brought up Larry Brown. How when the Knicks hired Larry Brown, as you said, Eddie Curry. So that's where I went. When they hired Larry Brown, he was like, "Oh well, you know what? They hired a great coach, so you know what? He'll help this like bad roster and make them a little better." And they were probably the worst Knicks teams of all time. Yes. And even if they weren't the worst record, they were the worst. There was no hope. There was no draft picks. There was no cap space. It was the worst. And you know, that's what it feels like with Adam Gase, where it's like,
exactly. It's like a black hole.
Yeah. It's like, what are we doing here? There's no hope. And that's the worst thing you can be as a franchise. There's no hope. Exactly. Like the Bengals last year, they were sucking. They're like, all right, we got a rookie coach. We're going to get Joe Burrow and AJ Green will get healthy and we'll see what we can do. You know what I mean? And like, even when the Colts had that one bad year, they got Andrew Luck, and then he quit, whatever. But then you have other, it's just,
that offensive line retired him, bro. He was like, I do want to walk again. I do realize that.
Yeah, he's too smart. He went to Stanford. He was like, "Nah, man.
Hey,
I got my money. Like, I'm good."
I kind of want what they call quality of life.
Yeah. He was like, he had an accountant friend in Stanford, and he was like, yeah, I don't know. You can't spend your money if you're dead. So, but either way, it was a weird timing that he retired. I respect the decision, but the fact that he did it in the middle of the preseason was kind of like, come on, bro.
Dude,
like,
like, in practice, he saw that O-line was like,
He's like, have fun, Jacoby. He was like, have fun, bro.
You had that. I gave it a chance. I gave it a chance. I came to practice.
Yeah, no thanks. No thanks.
Yo, I mean, sometimes you gotta be smart for yourself in your livelihood, because he was getting eviscerated like every week.
Yeah, he was. But like I said, the timing rubbed me the wrong way, and we're getting on the fans for booing like as he's walking off, like you just quit on like. Like I said, being a Jets fan, going to every game, I get the emotion, and like you guys are fans too, and it's like it's in your blood, like when you're a fan of a team, and like if somebody quits on you, and he's walking off the field, and he just quit, like the season's about to start, we're hyped up for this year, we have a team, like what's up, like and now you're gone, like of course you're gonna boo, like you don't know the whole story yet, you haven't had time to process it, like I hated that when I got on the fans, when you got all these guys on ESPN like, hey. It's a terrible moment that, like they're, what's Jerry Springer and his like final thought, like, like look at the camera, like, hey guys, it's a terrible thing. A guy wants to, oh, shut up, man. Like the fans are mad. Like, let them boo.
No, it is a terrible thing. Yes, that thing sucks, guy. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's like, you just quit, bro. We're in the preseason game and you're not playing anymore. I don't know, whatever. But, respect to him. Who cares? But anyway. So what else is? Let's see. You got to make the Knicks great again. The white towel.
Yeah. Dolan J in the building.
All right.
I'm actually gonna try to have him on the show one of these days, man.
Oh yeah. We've had him on a couple times. He's a great spot. He brings a lot of energy. Yes, you should be a Nets fan. Yes, you should be a Nets fan back in the day. So how they're saying all the fans are going to the Nets. Like it's not true. One came this way. Mr. Lewis, you a Knicks fan or are you
No, I'm a Sixers fan.
Sixers fan. Oh, okay. Did you get that from Iverson when we were kids when he was coming up, and then you kind of stuck with that Sixers, or?
No, actually, I'm a little older. I came up. My family pretty much worshipped Dr. J. So
gotcha.
I was kind of born into it. I'm from Philly, so.
Gotcha. Oh, you're from Philly. Oh, that's what's up.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So you stuck with your team. That's good. That's cool. Did you ever see that video online? I forgot what it was like some after that Kawhi shot, and then the whole Sixers family friends like when he hit that shot when it bounced in and won the. I'm sure you're familiar with it. And the whole family, like kids are like crying and like this and that. Like, did you see that? There's like a whole family and they're watching it, and you can't really see the TV, but you know what's happening. So like, oh my god! And everyone's like, oh my god! And then there's like two young kids, one's like 10 years old, one like 6. They're like, they're like full out crying.
Oh, wow!
But that was me after the Ewing finger roll. So
oh man,
that was me during Charles Smith's.
Yeah. The Charles Smith thing was pretty bad.
Get the foul, dude.
Pump fake, bro.
Something.
He panicked.
Hit him on the arm.
Yeah, he was like Markieff in the finals where he got the ball with like 7. He's like, what do I do? Throw it at this. He's like, doesn't know what to do.
Chris Webber in college. Time out.
Yeah, it's so easy for us on our couch to be like, dude, calm down.
Oh yeah, we bring in all the negative stuff, man. I was like, this is terrible. But that's what we do.
To work here.
What was that? I missed that. What'd you say? Oh, I didn't hear you.
No, I was saying I'm going to add my NBA 2K expertise.
Oh, yeah. I know how to set a pick. Like, come on.
So when he's not chilling, looking like this, sometimes you get him looking all snazzy.
Yeah. Nice brunch.
You gotta have snazzy. Yeah, man. You gotta have snazzy.
There you go.
But ladies and gentlemen, this guy is a part of this. The Bad Weather Fans with Mike and Alex. Tell us about the show, man. You said episode 35 or 32, you said.
Yeah, 32. We had Evan Roberts on for WFAN, Joe and Evan show.
So how long you guys been doing this?
We're been doing it a few months. So what happened was we kind of met out of chance. So Mike Biseglia is my co-host. He actually he just quit, but he was working at CBS Sports Radio for about 10 years.
Oh, okay.
He produced a bunch of different shows like Taz and Moose and Gio and Jones.
I like Taz and Moose.
Yeah, that was a good show.
That was a cool show.
Yeah, he was a producer of those, and he also did Zach Gelb towards the end. And he was just ready to go. You know, there for so long, he's ready to move on to other things. You know, and so he's a diehard Nets fan, and you know, like last year with the Knicks for clicks and all that stuff was going on, and they were signing all the people in the offseason, and then you know, I wasn't giving them their props, and so the Nets fans were just flooding my mentions. Like I became like, I can say something just about the Knicks, and then I would get 15 Nets fans just trolling me. I'm like, dude, like, can you guys relax? You know what I mean? So in my personality, when somebody comes at me, then I'm just gonna start like fucking with you. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not even talking about you right now.
That's kind of how we met.
True. That's how me and Mike met. So Mike's sitting there. Mike told me the story. He said he was in like a impound. His car got towed, and he's sitting there waiting for his car. And he said he saw a tweet from me pop up on his timeline, and he just came back at me about something, and it was something about Julius Randle. And I said, "Oh, congrats! Did you get me? You know, some stupid shit." And he's like, "Hey, do you want to come on the podcast?" I'm like, "Sure." And I recognize his name because I listen to WFAN like religiously. I'm like a crazy person with it. And so I was like, "Sure, yeah, definitely." And I know he worked there and shit. So I came on his podcast and I did one of his shows and I went through all like my greatest hits. I call it like talking about the Nets. Oh, they practice at a park. Congratulations. We practice here and we're the worst team. You know what I mean? It's just like everything was just so played. And that video blew up to like 12,000 hits on Twitter. And like Mike was like, "Hey, come back on. Let's go. Let's do it again." I'm like, "Sure, you know, whatever." He's like, "Let's do a podcast." I was like, "You know what? I'm engaged. I don't have the time, you know, the wedding planning." I'm like, I got my regular job. I'm like, I got a lot of stuff going on. I don't really have the time right now to put my full energy into it. Right. And we went on a couple of times. We actually had Richard Jefferson come on because he responded to me a few times, and Mike being the producer had his number. And he's like, "Yo, let's hit him up." And he's like, "Yeah, I'll come up." We're like, "Holy shit, let's do this." So we had Richard Jefferson on. Okay. So that was cool. And then once the pandemic hit, my wedding had to be postponed. It was coming up in May. So I was like, I needed to put my energy into something because I was like a little upset and I was like, down in the dumps. I'm like, "All right, Mike, let's do it. Let's go." So then we did, and we started the podcast, and like we've been there now, 32 episodes. And now we're here, and it's been going really well and growing. And like, it's a great hobby to have, better than playing video games. I'm having a good time. It gets me to meet guys like you. Like this is a lot of fun. So it's like a hobby. I'm scratching that itch. You know what I mean? Like I went to broadcasting school back in the day, and ended up in finance anyway. But I interned at like Sirius Satellite Radio, NFL Radio, stuff like that. Back this is like 10, 12 years ago, 15 years ago. But I kind of went a different direction. I'm like, this is not really the money. Like, you know what I mean? Doing this, like the radio dead end jobs. And so I kind of went another way, but it was always like my dream to do this. I had a blog back in the Knicks blog back in the day. That's how I got on Twitter to promote the blog. It got pretty popular in different spots, but then I was like, writing blogs and like, posts online is like, felt like homework. You know what I mean? I'm like, I don't want to fucking do this. You know what I mean? You got to read it like 10 times. Or like, I don't want to put out something to look like an idiot, and I'm just like, you know what?
Exactly.
So I stayed on Twitter and scratched that itch. And then I, told you a story about Mike, and now we're here. So that's my life,
So everybody, please support it, man. They're on Apple. They're on
everything. Yeah, Spotify. And now we just started on YouTube. We got about 6 or 7 episodes on YouTube. You can see the Evan one on there too. So we're not big on YouTube yet because we just started. You know what I mean? It's hard to get up on YouTube.
Oh, trust me, I know.
Yeah. So, but our podcast game is the audio version is doing really well. So we're getting places, man. So
I enjoyed the episode.
Mike. Yeah. Yeah, you can follow Mike Biseglia at Mike Delivers Pod, and I'm at Nick Central on Twitter. Check us out.
Yes, at nickcentral.com. You'll see us arguing probably tomorrow.
Yeah, probably. All day long. Yeah, exactly.
No, but honestly, man, you're one of the good ones. I enjoy our banter because it's always at the end of it, it's always passion, and it's always about the success.
Keep it respectful
of the team. Oh yeah, and that too. So listen. Are you coming back on the 16th?
Yeah, I'll come back. Definitely. As long as nothing comes up that, I said yes to that I don't remember, that if she doesn't, you know what I mean? Like,
what you mean the next team? Excuse me.
We said that we were going to this doctor on this day. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking?
I understand. I'm an actor, so if my agent got a gig, I'm gonna be like, well, Mr. Lewis will be here in spirit.
You put a picture of your face right there. That's it.
Put my headshot right there.
That's cool, man. It's cool that you're in. You've been in anything like that I would know, or is it kind of like you're coming up, or how's that
Yeah,
going?
I'm still coming up. I've been working with him for about 8 years. Officially signed
Nice.
for about 3, and I've only had about 2 jobs so far. So
Yeah, it's a grind, man.
Yeah, but it's coming.
absolutely.
Good for you, man. You follow your passion, man. That's great. It's great
Yeah.
to hear. I love when people follow their dreams, man. It's like it's hard to do, but you know what? You got to just stick with it. They always say like you got to shoot through the nose. Eventually hit that one yes that changes your life. You know what I mean? So
Yeah,
I'd be dissing myself if I didn't try.
right. I feel that's how I kind of feel with this stuff that I'm doing. So good for you, man. I like that. I like to hear that.
Thanks.
Respect.
So, ladies and gentlemen, without further, I just want to give my brother Alex, thank you very much. I appreciate you coming on the show. I appreciate your wisdom. I appreciate you venting your frustration with your team. That's what we're here for.
Yeah.
Listen, Knicks fan, Mets fan, I understand.
We feel the same pain.
Yes. We're bleeding the same blood most nights.
Yeah, man. Hopefully we can get the NBA news can come in soon. Like get the offseason started so we can have something different happen to the Knicks and the Sixers too.
Yeah, and maybe some good stuff this time.
Yeah. Well, do you think they're trading Ben Simmons? I heard you guys talk about that before. I heard you call him Ben Wallace. I was laughing about that. But
That was medical marijuana. Yeah.
I was like, tasty beverage?
Yeah.
It was just a hypothetical conversation, but they said if it, people feel if it was ever real, that would probably be the move they go with more so.
Yeah, you can't trade Embiid. I mean, he never stays healthy, but he's so much better. Like he's just like that. He's like a different level. You know what I mean? And
yes, I agree, absolutely.
And he's kind of their foundation guy. So
yeah, he's the mouthpiece. Yeah, you trade him, the fans will revolt. You'd be stuck with Ben Simmons and Tobias Harris on a max. You're like, what are we doing here? Yeah,
you don't want angry Philly fans, Lord.
No, you don't.
No, because they fight each other. I mean,
they boost Santa Claus, bro, and
wearing these colors in the city.
Oh yeah, that's right. Oh yeah, you don't claim those Eagles fans, and you're not one of them. You're not one of them. No.
Yeah, those guys, man.
Yeah, they cheered Michael Irvin when he got hurt or something, right? Didn't they do that too?
Yeah, Philly fans is rough, man.
Yeah, they are.
But respect, dude. Alex, take care. Thank you for stopping by again. I hope your dog and everything is cool because I know about the issue before. Listen, guys, this dude, he was running through traffic, holding animals, jumping over cars, doing 160 from Long Island to Manhattan just to get home to get on this show. I respect you, dude.
Fuck the guy who got into the accident. Somebody got into an accident on the LAE by the Cross Island and cut off 2 lanes. It was a fucking disaster.
Oh my gosh.
And it was like the real quick, the app was like, get off on I forgot what it was, the highway right before the Cross Island when you're going to the LAE West. And they're like, get off right here. I'm like, I'm in the left lane. How the hell am I gonna like, fuck, man? Like, so
how come you didn't tell me half a mile ago so I could have kind of maneuvered over?
Yeah, man. I can't do that.
Now.
Yeah, I got a little puppy in the back and my fiance with me. I'm not like I'll just be like, like I'm not 17 anymore, Anyway.
You know what though? In Jersey, I see that literally every day.
Yeah, Jersey's a different breed. Jersey different breed.
I'm from Queens, but Jersey, I live in Jersey and respect you. Look, we got New York, New Jersey, and Pennsylvania in the building.
There we go.
That's what we do here at the Candid Corner. And we got the Off the Ball Network in the comments. We love y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in. We appreciate you. And we will holler back at everybody after this commercial break.
Thanks, guys.
Coming this fall, a new show from Hulu, Overstuffed Apartment. It's kind of like Full House, but not. Check it out. You'll probably like it.
Yeah, man. I be having too much fun. Because they look like Full House, but it's not Full House.
Even the face is like, we know. It's a gig.
I got paid for this.
Dinosaurs used to say on the Flintstones, it's a living.
I didn't know. I didn't used to understand what that meant until I got older. Oh,
Yes.
it's a job. They pay me to do this, so
I feel it.
And I'm so with them.
Yes.
Yo, so as we get it on into the marvelously wonderful, we are gonna hit you guys with a great conversation right after this.
It's time to talk hip hop, classic hip hop, modern day hip hop, the state of the culture. This is what it is. It's hip hop time.
Yeah, I'm back. We are back in the building. Mr. Lewis, Coach Fah, just hitting up Twitter, letting the family know, giving props, giving thanks. So, Mr. Lewis, we were in the back talking earlier about you brought up breaking.
Yeah. Yeah, I was just how Facebook has the memories that pop up. My memories popped up about a couple years ago, sharing, posts about 10 movies that impacted my life, no explanations or whatever. And Breaking 1 or 2 was in one of those segments. And, it just broke into a whole conversation of just that whole era. That's the time where I became aware of what the culture, there was a whole culture on top of the music, because I had already heard rap music constantly. I used to sit back and stare at my mother's Sugar Hill Gang album for hours, because I just love the graffiti on it. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And a little kid, I was like, it looked like candy, for real. Like, I want to go to Sugar Hill.
That swirl did kind of look delicious. It did.
Yeah, exactly. It was like the hood section of Sesame Street to me. You know what I mean?
Yo, that was a wild way to look at it, but yeah, actually.
Yeah. So when I look at Breaking, we know it wasn't the best movie. You know what I mean? But it had its moments, and it's more so of the nostalgia and the feeling it brings when you watch those type of movies. You know what I mean?
But I don't think those kind of movies are supposed to be great movies. They're supposed to be what they were. And
yes.
Now, again, Breaking 2 is a bit sillier as hell. But yeah, I don't even woo.
But
woo.
Let's keep it 100. We were all there for the dope dance scenes and the battles.
Of course. Now, but Breaking, that was actually kind of real tight. That was tough.
Yeah.
Now, me being a New York kid, I saw Breaking, and I was like, okay, so that's how that's cute. That's how LA do it. That's how Cali do it. Okay, you get the bright colors and sunshine and the pop lock and the rerun and all of that. All right. But Peach Street hit me in. Well, let me rewind. Because when I was a kid, Wild Style came out first. And the way they cut the trailer for Wild Style, that joint looked like it was a rough, tough movie.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? They kind of cut it in a wild way to make it like, ooh. And I wanted to see that joint, but my mom wasn't taking me to see that joint. I raised so much cane about missing Wild Style for the next 2 years that when Beach Street came out, that was the first place she took me.
Oh, wow.
You gonna shut up and see this damn movie, boy. Yes, I am.
Word.
And it was the most fantastic. And the reason why it was so fantastic for me, Lou, was because literally the scenes with Lee and all that, I was about Lee's age.
Okay.
I was doing or seeing what he was doing. That was real. That wasn't just a movie to me. That was like me. That was me. Yo, matter of fact, I hope Corey, aka Skills, I hope Big E, aka Eric, I hope you know what I mean, Sean and them. I hope everybody is watching Ronnie. I hope the Queen's crew is tuning in tonight, because we used to be right off Rockaway Boulevard. There was a car wash.
Mm-hmm.
Antoine and them's family owned the car wash, but him and his brothers used to work at the car wash. We was little, so but they used to let us break dance on the side of the car wash.
Nice.
We'd bring our cardboard boxes. Eric had the boom box. He had the big Dutter Man boom box. You know what I mean? And we would be out there doing it. You know what I mean? So when I saw B Street, literally, that's what we did. You know what I mean? When you go to school, I knew cats that did the graffiti, just do it in their notebooks. They draw it out before they go to hit the walls.
Dope.
They drawing that junk in class. My man Vic, yo, big shouts Vic Bazan, yo, my man Vic. Vic was sick with it. You know what I mean? So B Street was like my movie. You know what I mean?
I agree. Now, breaking started this conversation, but Beat Street is the movie my godmother took me to, where I actually saw the culture for the first time. I was only like 4 or 5 years old, and that's what made me fall in love with hip hop right there.
I feel you.
Beat Street, like, yeah. Soon as I left, I'm like my little ass out there breaking and popping and freezing outside, and even from there, you know, my mother ended up getting married into a soldier, and we started flying around the world and whatnot. I get to Germany, and it's 1984, 85, and the culture's already over there heavy. You know, it's like, well, of course, we're over there. We're bringing it to them. The cats, like my pops, used to have what we called the New York tapes before they even called mixtapes. We'd have New York tapes, and we would have rec center parties, and like the kids would have a cardboard all laid out and be b-boying and breaking. We'd be doing graffiti up in the classrooms, you know what I mean? And then later, as we got older, you know, we evolved into like wanting to be MCs and whatnot, you know. Yep. So it's like, yeah, B Street set it off for me as well.
That's just that movie, you know what I mean? Then eventually I got to see Wild Style. And Wild Style is Beat Street without Harry Belafonte's touch. It's just gritty, real, you know, no dance sequences, just here's the club, that's where they are, camera look at them, they're breakdancing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I tell you what, Wild Style gave me the biggest, because fast forward like early 90s, late 80s, I wasn't a big fan of Fab Five Freddy, because my first introduction to Fab Five Freddy was MTV, and I thought he was corny until I saw Wild Style. I understood he's been there since the beginning, and I better respect that man.
Yeah, that brother.
You know what I mean? So
stripes in the game.
Yeah, no, he got his stripes. Yeah, no doubt. You know what I mean? And honestly, him going to MTV was a breakthrough thing, and I didn't realize it at the time.
Yeah.
I didn't realize what he was doing was important.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So big shout, Fab Five Freddy. But back to the movies. The next favorite one on my list is Crush Groove. Because I am Queens, live or die, do or die. I am Run DMC down, bruh. I mean, dude, the Cadillac they drive in that movie and that's on the cover, they were literally driving through my neighborhood in that Joker one day. Me, Eric, and Marcus saw him.
That's
big shouts to Marcus Dublin, man. Art Bully Productions, yo, doing great things on all kinds of video games. Just big shouts, man. I love you, brother. But yeah, so we saw the caddy go by and we was like,
wow.
That was it! Yo, man. Oh my God, yo. I miss them days, man. So Crush Groove is there for me. What are some others? What are some other disorderlies? Remember
Oh,
disorderlies?
stop playing, yo. I was just talking to my missus the other day about it because I follow Prince Marky D on IG. And
Okay.
he be on live a lot, and then it just segued into a whole conversation like this about the culture. And I talked about how many times my siblings and we watched Disorderlies over and over and over. And
I got the DVD in the other room.
and it's and I gotta watch it again. It's been a couple decades. I got to see if it holds up, but because that when you
it don't hold up at all.
Watched it, it would have my stomach hurting just laughing so hard at that joint. You know what I mean?
It is wild. It don't hold up.
It was a comedy, but it had flavor. It was like the first of its kind for me as a kid. You know what I mean? So it was just
you're right.
Yeah, so I loved it. You know what I mean? What else?
House Party.
Once again, being an Army brat back in Germany for the second time, caught wind of this movie coming out. We went bananas. And luckily, I guess there were other soldiers that wanted the movie there too, because back in the 90s, we didn't have the internet, social media, and all that.
Of course.
And like if movies that came out here in the States, they didn't make it over there until about 6 months later in the theaters. And a lot of times it would come out there maybe a month before the VHS would drop, so they expedited it and we got to see it and it was just magical, you know what I mean? It's like kind of like Beat Street, it changed our lives. Everybody wanted to have house parties after that, you know what I mean? Everybody wanted to go to college. It was like it took
there you go
from a different world to that next level. You know what I mean? It was like, everybody could relate to. It was weird seeing Full Force being bullies, but everybody could relate to the motherfuckers.
Yeah. Get your freaking hands.
Yeah. Full Force, they don't get the props they deserve. But Full Force,
big shout, Full Force.
A lot of people.
Yo, it's funny you say House Party because that's another true to life movie for me. I mean, me and my friends used to dance. We used to do the steps real big in the house parties.
Yeah.
I mean, there was DJs look, all right. The first house party I ever truly went to was my older sister Enid's Sweet 16.
Okay.
I know she ain't watching, but I'm gonna show her this episode after this. And she goes, but she's 16, I was 13. Big shouts to Big E. I was 13. And Carlos Alameda. Big shouts, Burrow. Rest in peace, Gary. You know what I mean? The Alameda family was tight with us. And Carlos was a DJ, and dude had the turntable. Dude was nice. You know what I mean? So he in our backyard turning that joint into a block party, bro.
Nice.
Them speakers were so big that the whole neighborhood heard the party. And literally, strangers was trying to pass through, I mean, folk we never ever seen before or again was trying to get in this party, man.
Wow.
Dude, I mean, it was great. He was playing the Houdini funky beat when it first came out. I mean, fresh off the man. You got me in my memories now, bro. But by house party, I was in high school. And sure enough, big shouts to Paul Cash, cousin Jason Bennett, you know what I mean, DJ McLaurin, you know what I mean, Dexter Harewood, my crew, you know what I mean, my high school crew. You know what I mean? We used to go to the church parties on the Church Street, right off Teaneck Road. And same thing. Big shouts, Big Reef Dog, Sharif Jackson. He used to DJ sometimes too, man. And so they be doing the wax or whatever, and everybody be having a good time until Hackensack and Inglewood show up. Then by 10 o'clock, 10:30, every party, it would be a wrap. And then by 11 o'clock, police cars is out in the front and somebody got something up. But them house parties, man, I mean, again, the battle rhyme, the DJ, everything, man. We've done that. You know what I mean? So it's like I love those movies because they just were snapshots, and I can look at those movies like now as an adult and not just appreciate that movie, but like you do, remember that time.
Yeah.
You know, it takes me back to then, and it's like,
it make you remember things you ain't even thought you remembered, you know?
Right. You know what I mean? All right, so ladies and gentlemen, that was a lot of fun.
Yes.
We will be back after this with two brothers chopping it up. New from Safeway, Pathmark, Rite Aid, and every supermarket near you. Sherry Lewis's Lamb Chops. Get you a pack today. They are adorably delicious. Yeah, don't ask. I saw Lamb Chops. I had to. Yeah, I remember Sherry Lewis. Lamb Chops. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, I'm older than I look. I'm going to just say that.
Welcome to Candy Corner, Dad Jokes on Deckington.
On Deckington. Indeed. Yo, big shouts Vivek, my brother Vivek, and he popped in on the chat side. The brothers from the Off the Ball Network jumped in on the chat side. Everybody who's watching, we definitely appreciate y'all support. Everybody who comes back and watches shows days later, weeks later, even. Yo, we really appreciate that, man. We do this for y'all because sports is boring. Because everybody wants to be the one with the hot take. Nobody wants to just take it. You know what I mean? So we just take it. Yeah, I just flexed on camera. Yeah, I'm a tough guy. Rawr. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Two Brothers Chopping It Up. You know, I gotta. All right. Yo. So we got about 8 minutes left in the show. Again, we appreciate it. Check out the blog. Please check out the Off the Ball Network, people. But yo, definitely go to the website, thecandidcorner.com. Sign up, become a member so you can get the emails. So when the blogs and stuff drop, y'all the first to know. Y'all the first to see what's fresh off the presses. If anything new drops, all contests and stuff like that that'll be coming down the pipe. All that information is gonna be right there. Thecandidcorner.com, y'all. Can't get no easier than that. Now, what do we talk about in pre-production? Oh, how we first met. Ladies and gentlemen, I've known this cat over it's 20 years now?
Yeah, it'll be 24 years this year. Yeah.
And I also found out how much older I am than him, and that bothers me because, you know, mathematics when we were younger, it didn't really matter. But they still don't. But damn it, man.
Yeah.
No.
That was the young boy when we met. Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Literally.
Yes. Literally a teenager. I mean, I was like 23, though. 22, 23. No, I was 23 by the time I got. No, yeah. About.
It was right before you turned 23.
Yeah, see. He was 18.
Yeah.
See that math don't? Yes, yeah, it does work. Damn it. Anyway.
Yeah, that was ages ago. Y'all. I'm old. I'm no
young. But he was young, bald head, short haircut, tough guy from Philly. He used to write Eagle stuff back then, but I ain't gonna tell nobody else.
I had to rep my city. Well, growing up an Army brat, like we used to rep our states like hard wherever we were from. So being that I'm from PA, it's like whatever team PA, I'm rocking it. Whether it was Penn State, whether it was Philly, whether it was the Phillies, whether it was the Pirates, the Penguins, you know what I mean? It was like just repping my state.
Yeah, no doubt. Right.
So not until I moved back to PA did I start getting confronted with cats like, no, you got to pick one. You got to pick one and stick with it. You know what I mean? So yeah. That's how they be.
Come on, man.
All sides player.
You can't have both. You can't be Mets and Yankees.
It's like, yo, I'm supporting PA. The Keystone.
Oh, you sound like a guest.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, he has been this funny since then too, bro. Except, yo, with a whole lot more energy.
Yeah.
But no, that's the thing about being young. You're supposed to have that energy to do dumb stuff and get in trouble and stuff.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But the cool thing about them was, okay, so this wasn't basic training. This was what we call AIT, advanced individual training, which means whatever your job was when you picked the job, this is where you go to train to learn how to do the job after you come out of basic training, where you learn the basic fundamentals of how to shoot the grenade and take orders, pretty much.
Yep.
And exercise your ass off.
You want to be a grunt. Yep.
But then you hit AIT, and for whatever your job is, you go, and for however long, it's like every job is a different time frame for training. So ours was like, what was it, like 5 months?
Yeah, I'm thinking about close to it.
Yeah, it was like 4.5, 5 months. So if y'all, and big shouts to all our veteran listeners and watchers out there, we salute y'all, we respect y'all. You know what it is. You know what I mean? Off the Ball Network got Navy folk in it. Respect too. You know what I mean? So the days grow long when you live with people. You know what I mean? When you see them every morning, every night, right, Lou?
Yeah, you get sick of people real quick.
Well, you learn people too very quickly.
Yeah,
relationships that last like 3 weeks feel like they lasted like 8 months, yo.
Absolutely. And
military life is different.
Man, growing up an Army brat, that's that. I'm used to that. You know what I mean? Like I'm used to reading people fast, and if we click, hell, I could. For we talking like we knew each other for years, and in the instance when we met, it was the same thing. You know what I mean? And
we literally did. We talked like, I was like, yo, this is my dude. How? But right on. Yes, Lewis. Yes, Private Lewis. Yes, that's my friend, Private Lewis.
Yeah, man. That's just that's just what it was, and it's like obviously we gravitated, you know what I mean, to each other. Yeah. It was like, it's just hard to explain. The universe, it's like the universe brought us all together, the whole crew, you, Magic, Rice.
Just to the Black Lotus clan.
Yeah. It's like,
I don't know. I ain't gonna put the signs up. I don't know, but by the butt of my left tattoo, right?
Yes. Just say we are amazing.
Yes. I mean, but that was a wild time for me because I had literally already done an AIT.
Yeah, you had a little more experience as far as being older, you know what I mean, than we did.
Y'all were fresh out of basic. I had been out of basic and out of a school and then back home because I was a reservist first, but I liked the whole flow of it, so I went regular Army like real quick.
Right.
So they was like, oh, your MOS is closed, which means I can't do the job that, I was first trained to do. So they got to give me another job, which requires new training. And that's what brought me to you guys down in Fort Gordon, Georgia.
Yeah.
Back in May of some year.
Hey, let's just say it was denim jean Timberland years in the summer.
To me, that was my whole life. So come on, I'm from Queens, bro.
Well, yeah, I get it, but
until my feet started hurting, I was still wearing Timbs. So in the summertime,
until
I wore Timbs on a canoe, bro.
Well, until I could afford my own Timbs, I didn't have Timbs because my parents wouldn't buy me Timbs,
Toms,
or any other brand. I had hoops literally. If anybody in the Midwest know what hoops are, those are the un-Jordans. You know what I mean? And then
stay strong, brother. Because dude, when we got together, you was rocking high fashion.
Yo. When I finally got a little money, I already knew, because being broke for so long, you had to get creative with your outfits. So
Indeed.
You know, when I finally got a little money, I know how to add a little flavor. You know what I mean? You know what I mean?
Yeah, you heard him, right? Y'all heard him. You know what that means when you hear that. Yeah,
You know,
if you're a certain age, you know what that means.
It was like, oh, this mom, like, it is cute, isn't he? I was like, oh, I've been trying to tell you, motherfuckers, don't mind the holy Reeboks. Look at the face now.
I'm laughing so hard because I literally remember those NCO club times. I really actually remember. Yo, top up, they be like, hey, then they go to them. You wear PT shoes.
The dudes that were being there with the PT sneakers with the fresh outfit be like, bro,
Hey, come on.
They got miles on them, brother.
You gotta finish. You can't just start. You gotta get down to the feet. You gotta finish. Finish the outfit. Damn it. No. Exactly. Yo, so ladies and gentlemen, it's getting on that 10 o'clock hour.
Ooh.
Next week, we will reminisce some more about me having a full canteen of liquor most nights. CeeLo games. The CeeLo games where we jumped out and just took folk money, hopped in the cabin. Yeah. Look at us smiling. And then, if y'all look good, the Korea stories. Y'all have a great night. I'll see y'all next week.
Yes, thanks for tuning in. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter, The Black Lebowski. Peace.
Fahim Insurance. Don't ask, just tweet. We'll holler.
Much love. See y'all next week.
You want to talk sports. You want to talk basketball, football, baseball, wrestling, UFC, boxing. You want to talk sports. You want to talk music. You want to talk hip-hop. Real hip-hop. Classic hip-hop. The history and the culture of hip-hop. And you want to talk candidly. You want to hear the real. You want us to keep it 100. You are in the right place. Welcome to the Candid Court. Starring your man Coach Fah and your man Mr. Lewis. Bringing it to you real, bringing it to you right. Sit back, strap in, comment, get busy, baby. The Candid Court.